Hello and welcome to the first segment of Join the Journey. This talk show is going to share the stories of Journey Found and the people that make us great. We're a nonprofit that serves adults with intellectual and other disabilities throughout North Central and Southeastern Connecticut. And we feel that we best share what we do with having the people tell the stories of their own lives. And here today to share his story with us is Bill Lewis. Bill?
Hi there. Hi, Tracy. How you doing?
Good, Bill. How are you today?
Very good. I just got back from doing the board meeting and all that.
Oh, that's right. You were at the annual meeting last week.
Yes.
And you had a special role, didn't you?
Yes, I did the board of. I was on the board of chairman's meeting.
So, and what did you do there, Bill?
I was speaking with Matthew Wicker and all that.
Right, and you helped us do a lot that night.
Yes, I was the photographer.
Yeah.
And I took 186 pictures.
Yeah, and they really turned out really great. They helped us remember the night. Now, how did you know how to use that great camera of yours?
I bought it with a safe for that camera, and then I learned how to use it, and I went to photography school.
It was photography school. That's marvelous.
And then I graduated after.
Wow, that's great.
6 weeks.
Right, and I think, haven't you kind of started your own photography business?
Yes, I have.
So, and you just recently had your first gig, your first paying gig, didn't you?
Yeah, going to Comic-Con.
So, well, you went to Comic-Con, but what about picture taking? You just got paid for the first time, right?
Yes, I just went to Paula's birthday party.
That's right. That's right. You took the pictures at Paula's daughter's birthday party, and
yes,
and you earned some money for doing that. So that makes you now a professional photographer.
That's right.
So that's great. What other kind of jobs do you do?
I also want to take pictures at a winery.
At a winery. So are you going to one soon?
I'm very excited. I just called 2 wineries and I just got accepted. I just want to ask Karima if it's all right, if she could take me all the way to Wallingford, if she could take me to some nice, beautiful wineries,
right,
so I could buy those 2 nice wine glasses,
right,
and to some beautiful wineries, and but I could take pictures outside of the wineries.
Yeah.
And one of them I have to ask for the other one.
Right. And I suspect that's going to be perfectly okay. And you know why I think that's going to be okay and you'll be able to do that? So why do you think you'll be able to do that,
Because
Bill?
I'm a professional photographer.
Well, there's that, but also there was a time in your life when you wouldn't have been able to do that, right?
DDS.
Right, when you were living in your old home, you wouldn't have been able to do that.
That's right.
That's right. And sort of, can you tell about Bill used to live in one of the public homes, and he chose to come to Journey Found. He chose us. And how long has it been? 2 years yet, Bill? Almost 2 years. So what's been different about those 2 years for you?
Yes, it has.
And how is it different?
It's very different because I can do almost anything I want.
Right.
I have the freedom to do what I want.
Right. And what are the kinds of things that you've been able to do since you've been with us that you hadn't been able to do?
I hadn't been able to go to Mohegan Sun. I hadn't been able to go to Foxwoods. I hadn't been able to go to Comic-Con before. I hadn't been able to gamble at all.
Right.
But I don't like gambling because that's not on my list.
So, well, what are the things on your list?
But I hadn't been able to go to. I missed those little picnics from what is it called? The Probus picnics.
Right. So, and you've been going to a lot of ball games, right?
Yes, I love the bees
Yeah,
the bees
the
games.
bees. And you went to the Capitol with us this year, didn't you?
Yes.
And what did you do when you went to the Capitol?
I took pictures there.
Yeah. And what else was what was going on? You went with some staff and I think some other people.
Paula,
and,
I did.
Right, and Paula. And did you talk?
I took a lot of pictures there, and they came out excellent.
Right. And you were advocating for people with disabilities, right?
The advocacy
Yeah.
group.
Right, the advocacy committee. That's wonderful. So also, when you came to us, Bill, if I remember correctly, you didn't have a job.
That's right. You got me the job.
That's right. Actually, I created a job for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had been, applying at a lot of different places, and nobody seemed to want to give you the chance. And
That's right.
And we really saw how very, very competent you are, and so we made you our office assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And so, can talk a little bit about what you do as our office assistant.
I do Nan's work, Nan's filing, finances. I do Debbie Peach's work. I do mail for distributing for the whole office.
Yeah.
I do phone answering for Dawn.
Yeah.
I used to do it for Jen.
Right. Yeah.
Because I do stuff for Debbie Peach.
Yep.
I do it for everybody.
Yeah. And supply inventory.
Supply inventory.
Yeah. And even sometimes you help do some other people's jobs when they're not
Yeah.
able to make it in, right? Because you've helped with some of the maintenance and taking
Yeah.
out the trash, and helping with some of the the cleaning issues and taking out recycling. There's been an awful lot that you've done for us.
Oh yeah.
And and you work 20 hours a week, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so what do you spend all that money on that you're making?
Some of it I spend on Shutterfly and
Yeah.
all that.
Right, because of all the pictures you take.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you also live, you chose to come live in one of the Journey Found homes.
Yeah, the 10 Homestead Drive.
Right.
LA homes.
That's right. In one of our CLAs, and you live with two other men.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about what's different where you live now from the apartment you moved from.
Well, it's a lot different. I don't pay. They say the state pays my rent, doesn't it?
Right, because you get benefits. Yep. So you get help with paying your room and board.
And then all my. Who pays my food?
So that's part of your room and board because you get benefits. So yep, you get help with that. And do you have to share your room with anybody?
No, I don't.
Right. So well, and tell everybody about your room because I think it's great. I was amazed when I went and saw it.
I'm getting a new desk and a chair and a new dresser.
Right. And what's all around your room?
All around my room is superheroes.
Yeah. And what else?
Photo books.
Photo books and lots of sports memorabilia, right? So
That's right.
So yeah. So what teams do you have up on your walls?
Patriots.
Patriots.
Patriots and New York. New York Giants.
Mm-hmm. So, but I think you've got more than football though on your walls too, right?
Yeah, I like football.
Mm-hmm. So, and music, you've got lots of music.
Yeah, a lot of music. I've gotten rid of some of the music because I've gotten rid of some of the blues and all that.
Right. Yeah. And so
I went through some of my stuff and
sure.
got given it away.
Right. Now, when you first moved in, there was something in your room that came with you that you didn't particularly like that much. You remember what that was?
It was a piece of junk.
No, it was what, the camera that was up, that had to be up in the corner of the room. Remember that?
Yeah, the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I had it taken down.
Right, because you did such a good job when you moved to us. We said you didn't need that camera.
That's right.
Right. And you were able to do
Have it removed.
have it removed because you've been doing so well. And you do a really good job for us. What are the kinds of things you do at home?
I also write letters sometimes.
So yeah, you write letters.
Mm-hmm. When If I'm not, you know what?
Yeah. So, right, and when you write letters, you're usually writing letters to a particular group of people, right? Who do you
Like
write
police
to? That's right.
officers
Yep. And why are you writing to them?
for patches.
For patches. How many patches do you have now?
Like over a couple hundreds.
Right, right. And you even, when you went to the Capitol, you even got a patch from the Capitol Police, if I remember
The Capitol
correctly.
Police, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty special. And now, how do you keep those patches organized?
I keep them all in bags.
So, and if
California has has a big gob of patches. It's very heavy. Massachusetts is the second heaviest.
right.
And someone's going to give me 2 months in patches.
So that's fantastic. That's great. So, you know, a little bit about, you know, we mentioned that you chose to come. You chose to come to Journey Found. What was it that about Journey Found that you liked the best that made you want to come to us?
Well, because someone was bullying me. My roommate was bullying me at
the other place?
At the other place,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And that's why you wanted to leave, but what was it? I know you looked at other places besides us.
Yeah, Andrea Henry chose the place.
Oh, so your case manager helped you choose us.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you came and visited, right? And saw, and what was it you liked?
Signed a contract.
Right. Yeah. Right. And what did you like about Journey Found when you came to visit us?
I liked Francis Marvin.
So you liked the program manager that you met at the time. And what else did you like? Were there things about the house or the other people?
It was a house.
Uh-huh. So you liked that it was a house and not an apartment.
Yeah.
Right. And
everything was changing and all that.
well, right, because the state was looking to
Go private.
right, and do that. So you wanted to make your own decision about what happened to you.
That's right.
That's right. You make a lot of your own decisions every day.
That's right. When everything goes private, I get the heck out of Dodge. I blow Dodge.
So you went private on your own. You decided
That's
to take
right.
take it into your own
I
hands.
blow Dodge.
Yep. So what are you looking forward to doing in the future?
I'm looking forward to go to Walt Disney World.
Yep. So you're saving your money for that.
Yeah.
And what else are you looking forward to doing?
I'm looking forward to going to, oh man, I don't know.
Well, I think you have some more baseball games coming up.
Yeah.
Right. And
some Tigers games, some Bees games and all that.
right. And I think you also
Yard Goats games.
right. Yep. And you also, I think, have been talking with your job coach Paula about building your photography business. Right. You're going to develop a brochure and come up with a price list and be able to build that side business. And so you'll have 2 jobs then. You'll have your office assistant job and your photography work.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty special.
And I heard that someone was going to do a ball throw at the Bees game for me.
Oh, okay. Nice.
At the New Britain Bees game, and I heard that I was going to be in that.
So, well, I think we're still working out some of the details of that. That could be pretty special.
And I'm going to bring my camera in to that.
So, well, and I think actually some of your photography can be seen at our office and also on our website. And if people wanted to go and look at some of our pictures, they could see it at www.journeyfound.org and see some of Bill's great photography, because we use him at almost all of our events. And he also does some great spontaneous work for us, and a lot of the photography you'll see there will be Bill's
and
work.
Most of the Starlight Ball and most of the Starlight Ball and most of the board meeting is all on Journey Found.
That's right. Now, another thing you did last week at the annual meeting was you stood up in front of about 70 people and you told your story.
That's right.
right? So that
And
was
I
great.
got to meet new people.
Yep, you got to meet new people, and you got a standing ovation for telling your story.
Yeah. And I took a bow too.
Yep, you took a bow. So what other, you, you're becoming quite the spokesperson for Journey Found because you're doing this show, you spoke at the annual meeting, and we had a Journal Inquirer article last year as well.
Yes.
So you spoke to the reporters.
Is the Journal Inquirer coming back?
So I hope so. It would be nice. We'll certainly invite them, to
Want
talk.
them to come back.
And so what else do you want people to know about you and your life?
Oh, we want the JI to come back for the photography and all that.
Right. And what else do you want them to know about Bill?
That I'm a good photographer, that that the photographer is always here to take pictures for the JI. Anything. I'd take pictures for the Hartford Current. I'd do anything for them.
Right, right. And so one last thing, Bill, that I want us to talk about, and that would be, if somebody asked you, to describe Journey Found and, what goes on at Journey Found, what are the kinds of things that you would tell them about Journey Found?
Journey Found is a very good company.
And what makes it a good company in your eyes?
It's a very good company to have around because they're very good people.
So there's good people there?
Yeah, the people are not bullies and all that. And some people bully, some people do not bully.
And we fall into the do not bully side.
That's right.
Great, great. Well, thank you so much, Bill, for taking the time to be with me and be on the first guest on the show on our very first segment. And if you call Journey Found, Bill will be the first voice that you hear greeting you on the phone. And again, if you want to talk to Bill or you want to make arrangements to come see us, you can contact us at 860-643-9844. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much. Is that a wrap?